Okay. Caleb, are you still there? We lost him again. There he is.
Yes.
So you got two machines going, and you just flip back and forth when the one goes out, huh?
Well, I think there is a the guy that's working on the yard is keeps switching things. Whenever
Okay.
he does that, the the internet just basically
All right.
goes out for a few minutes.
Okay. Okay.
So
All right. Well, that's fine. So, okay, so I'm gonna start the introductions here. We've got six people on the line right now. That looks like, yeah. So, uh, Caleb Lucien is the uh, head of Hosean International and uh, has been active in the church down there. Hi, Joe. Nice to see
All
you.
right. Nice to see you too.
He's been active in the church down there with the ministry for over 35 years. How long you been there, Caleb? How old is your NGO?
Hosean has been in existence for 42.
42
Uh,
years?
yes, and I've been back in Haiti for 37.
And how many churches have you started in Haiti?
Through the churches with my dad, 18, and then right now I pastor a church in Cape Haitian where my brother planted four churches.
All
So a
right,
total of 22.
22. And then you have your brother's school that you run, and you also run a school, do you not?
I run two schools in Pion,
Right.
a K through high school with about 830.
Yeah.
And I have another one with 300 students outside of Pion, and the one in Cape Haitian has about 975 this year.
Yes. And they do really well on the French exams. Is that correct? Tell
Yeah,
me their record
we
from
have
the exam.
good success at the national exam.
I thought you had 100% success rate.
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
That is just phenomenal. I visited the school, Enoch School. It's just amazing. So many kids, and they were all eager to learn. And then I met Caleb about 7 or 8 years ago. I've been there about, is it 3 times? I think I've been there 3 times. And then Caleb is now speaking from the property that we're looking at as far as purchasing for the Haiti International Dental Institute. And what that is I went down there. Well, the first time I went down there and met with Caleb, we met with Article 25 from London, and they are an international nonprofit group that builds facilities all over the world for nonprofits, and they've done some projects in Italy. Excuse me, in Haiti, and they helped survey the land and draw plans and architectural plans for the Haiti International Dental Institute. This dental institute would include a training center for dentists who fly into Cap-Haïtien, which is, by the way, far away from the gangs in the South, where Port-au-Prince is. The risk level in Haiti has never in Cap-Haïtien uh, where Caleb lives is not any higher than it was back in 7 years ago. So we were pretty safe there, and Caleb has quite a bit of infrastructure in place to take care of people. But now we're looking at spots that maybe we could purchase that would be less expensive than building a clinic like I looked at originally. This clinic would be self-sustaining as opposed to just flying in there a couple of weeks, giving away your dentistry or your medical skills, and then leaving. We felt like we could make an economic hub that would revitalize the Cap-Haïtien area and Pignon, and then also not only would it these dentists who come in for implant training with us, which they are spending somewhere in the neighborhood of $15,000 for a week-long course. We think we can make the financial plan for people to come in even twice a month would be a substantial income, if we had 4 teams come in or 5 teams come in at each time. We also have the ability to retail hygiene products and medical products that would be another income source. And then we can actually put a dental lab in this facility. The dental lab, it doesn't exist anywhere in Haiti. And it would become another source of income because now all impressions are done digitally, and they can send lab impressions to the lab in Haiti via the internet and have fabricated appliances made sent back to the U.S. So there's 3 sources of income. So Caleb, tell us what you've looked at now and what you're thinking about doing from this point forward, because we've made some progress, and I want you to just kind of take the floor now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. When we first started with the group from London, I think the estimate was about close to 14 to 18 million.
Yes, 14 to 18 million is correct.
Yes. And over the past 5 years, in spite of COVID, in spite of the political turmoil, I continued to reach out to Rick and said, okay, how are we going to move forward? Even though we had a piece of property that was donated by my late brother to build the clinic, but we seeing that because it is outside of the city, and the challenge is to build and do everything would become more cumbersome. And so I'm staying on this property, which is by the ocean. Rick visited during his last visit, and they just happened to put it for sale. They had an appraiser coming in, and they appraised the facility to about 2.4 million. And so I started negotiating with them and asking them for 1.2. They didn't agree. I went and basically they said it's for us if we want to for 1.6. So it went down from 2.4 to 1.6. What they're asking is basically to give modalities of payment. How do we want to proceed? And again, it's not funds that we have, it's funds that we need to raise in order to make them that offer. Before we even go into the process, there are a lot of things that need to be happening, from getting a new survey, getting some surveyors to come onto the property, do a new survey of the property to see if what they said it is, that it is, and then just have an engineer come and do a basic checkup on the properties to see the condition that they are in. Most likely what they would be asking is to advance about between 35 to 40% of that amount. And once that amount is given so that means we mean business, and that we would have to give them a plan of payment that could take between a year or so. So that's where we are, and we can share the pictures. And Will has seen the pictures before because I've sent some to him, but not everyone has seen the property. It is a property with 11 buildings. There are 2 wells that provide water. There is 3 generators that is on the property that will be staying. All of the apartments are furnished. They are bedding. And of course, we would have to transform a couple of them that are connected into the clinic so that we can set up the operatories, and then make sure that we got the type of water with a good filtration system. that would be necessary to get. And from 18 million, I think we can probably get the whole project completed in terms of building and infrastructure and equipment, probably down, uh, I'm estimating between 3.5 to 4 million.
Yeah. All right, let me show you the pictures and then you can explain these for us. Let me go ahead and hold on just a moment. I'm going to share the screen. Can you see the pictures, everyone?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to expand the screen a little bit. Oops, there we go. There we go. So, Caleb, if you want to,
Most of it is what you see is aerial view in terms of they took the pictures with a drone. And all of those are buildings that are already existing. And we are right by the ocean there. And so if you see, Rick, as you coming in, yeah, and I'm basically where you see the boat there, that's where the entrance is to the
right here.
property.
Okay.
And that's where, if you recall, when you met Jackie, that's right across from a house.
There's a little harbor here for boats to come in, and then
You can bring a boat and
you can bring a boat in. They took us out on a boat to an island, and
yes.
we had a barbecue out there and swimming. It was very, very nice. So I'm going to show you close-ups of the buildings now.
This is one of the buildings, which is yes, one of them.
Okay.
This one next to mine, that's the first building I used to stay at, but I moved next to it because of I needed more space. Nephews when they come to visit, and in a whole, it's a beautiful property with 11 buildings. Some of them have three bedroom. Some of them have two bedrooms. Some of them have one bedroom. And there is a little how do you call that? It used fort. The property used to be a fort, and they transform it into this complex over the past 15 years. And there is a pond. Uh, uh, and you can go and all I can say, it's a very, 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 very nice place.
It looks like paradise.
Yeah.
There's another. What's that building there, Caleb? There.
Yes, that's another apartment when you go up.
Okay.
When you go up behind me and you climb the stairs, and then on upstairs there are about 5 different apartments, while down, and it's very, very beautiful.
What is this right here?
That's one of the homes, one of the apartments there.
And how many
This one
people
is next to.
how many people can be in that apartment?
This one specifically, I believe you can put there are 3 bedrooms in this one. So where I'm staying can be transformed into basically 3 bedrooms also if we need to. So for our need, if you have about right now, if you are to come with 15 people, 15 to 20 people, you have place to put them all in the complex. And each one of them has a kitchen. Some
The same pictures here. It's like a duplicate. So why don't you just kind of give us a little tour of your place that you're staying in right now, Caleb? There's a pool. Is that a pool there?
Yes, there is a small. It's not a big pool. It's a small one.
Okay.
It's a
It's a
small
small
one.
one.
That's where
Yeah.
That's where the actual owner of the property is.
Okay.
And so, but it's not one that once, if we purchase the complex, we would be able to, it will be ours so everyone can use it. But at this time, it is
Right.
his private little pool.
Okay.
Yes.
Anybody have any questions about that?
Oh, it looks
So
amazing.
Caleb, are you able to show around your apartment just a little bit? Just kind of do a pick it up and show us. You don't have to leave. You don't have to walk. Just
Well, because I'm using the iPad, so it's
yeah.
maybe the best way. Let me try to get on the with the phone.
Okay.
Let me try to get on with
Hey,
the
Josh,
phone.
There,
we just got done showing all the pictures of the property, and we're recording this, Josh. If you want to
Sure.
have it later, okay.
yeah,
Uh,
I'm in between working here.
Okay. Where are you teaching right now?
I'm actually working at an office in San Diego called Dental Expressions. And
Okay.
I normally do like the once a month surgery thing, but they
Yeah.
had me come out here and do a couple of days. And a lot of it was like compliance and
Yeah. Okay.
regulation systems once I got
Yeah.
here. So I've seen
Yeah.
a couple patients, but a lot of it has just been figuring out what isn't working for them.
Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we reviewed the property, and Caleb has been speaking about the cost estimates, so we'll
Yeah.
continue.
How
Hey,
do we
Rick,
fund that property?
Go ahead.
so Rick, I just wanted to, sorry to interrupt, but I'm gonna have to jump out of the meeting here.
All right.
But I have some questions. So can I get a hold of you tomorrow?
Yeah, call me.
Okay. All right. Nice meeting you guys. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
all
Thank you.
right. My phone won't connect on the internet for some
That's
reason.
all right.
So
Don't worry about it.
yes.
Josh,
Yeah.
did you have a question?
How do we fund the clinic there?
Well, we're going to talk about that now. That's the next thing. You're talking about ongoing revenue? Josh?
Well, there's obviously got to be some upfront money to purchase a piece of property,
Yes.
and then there's ongoing after that.
Right.
So
Okay.
I don't know if we already have funds or if you're in the fund, recruitment phase.
Go ahead, Caleb. You were going to address that,
Well,
I think.
Well, right now, that's what we need to come up with about close to 500 to $600,000 to pay part of it, which would represent about 40% of the cost of the property. When it comes to how we're going to continue to make it sustainable, that's one of the things that Rick just addressed earlier. One is to the Dental Institute when we bring doctors to Haiti to be certified and to take that course in dental implants, correctly?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then the second one is to dental hygiene, and the third one is to dental product that will be coming, and then a dental lab.
Yeah. So, Josh, you're familiar with these destination education implant training seminars that have been promoted in Mexico and the Caribbean. It looks to me like they're spending anywhere from $12,000 to $15,000 for a 5-day course per office. Does that sound like what you've been used to seeing?
I have seen that in the past. Over the past couple of years, those numbers have really declined, especially post-COVID, with the number of people that are willing to pay that to go. They're doing a lot of more continuum type things where you go, like 5 times a year and it's in the US. And then the last one, you get licensed there, or North Carolina. As long as you work under a licensed dentist, you can be seen there. So there's offices that do that. Arizona used to be a hot spot. The Arizona board stopped that, but I think North Carolina is still open. Right Ryan Dunlop from Implant Masters brings people up there, but that's, the full digital. So it, like the people that I know that I've been teaching with for years have not been able to fill their overseas courses. It's just the signups haven't been there. And I would say that's also true of the smaller in-office courses as well. The dental meeting numbers are really far down. I think maybe people are worried with the economy and what's going on. So they're just not taking the time to spend to educate. So it would be nice if, an implant group. Hosean used to be a very big spender, but they like to go to Mexico more so than anywhere else. Once you have to get on a plane and go, then, it just adds cost and time away. And it's hard to say, like, if you can't drive there, So that's why Mexico has been more favored. It's not that people don't want to go to Haiti. It's just that there's another barrier. You got to get on a flight. That flight's going to be more expensive than, Tijuana. And I know like someone that's doing a course in Guadalajara last week. So it's not impossible, but you have to have a very big group or, an implant company that's sponsoring the meeting. And they're going to, try to make their money back by selling implant systems to the doctors while they're there. So
Are any of these implant centers combined with like these cleft palate ministries that are all over the world that do surgery? I mean, I think I could see a clinic like this combining or joining forces with Smile Train or something of that nature, and producing
yeah.
more than just dental implant education, possibly doing something together. Have you looked into anything like that, or have you seen anything like that?
I think there's a group in California that does the missions with physicians and dentists, and you actually have to pay to go. So you pay them a fee to go and do free work on people in another country. And so that's how they fund the whole thing. It's not $13,000. It's, I think it's under 5, but it's more than if you just wanted to go and travel there yourself as a tourist. So you're paying them a fee, and you have some pretty rural, surroundings when you're there, and you're working on them for free, but you're paying to do it. And that's how they fund it. So I saw one of those out of California, and you can honestly travel there a lot cheaper as a tourist. And when I asked them about it, they said, well, that's how we fund our recruitment of doctors and everything else, is we charge them to go more, and they keep the extra money, and they said, well, we set it all up and have everything done, and we have to pay our staff to do that. So I don't know how much.
And that's what before COVID, we used to bring approximately 20 to 25 teams to Haiti every year, and sometime more. And basically people contribute for the projects that are going to be done, whether it was, for example, when Will came to visit, it was to one of his best friend who was already there. And Will, I think, how long did you spend, Will? Probably 2 months or 3 months?
We were there for, I think a little while. It was just a couple months.
He was there for a little while with me. And so, and the interest, it's been over 10 years.
Well,
And
this
the
clinic,
interest still there.
this clinic could be a facility for people who just want to donate medical or dental services.
Yeah.
But it's kind of puzzling to me, Josh, that people would pay an organization to go over there and do the surgery. I guess they would do it just because they want to donate their time and take care of people, and everything is provided for them. Is that the way you see it?
That's what they're doing. Yep, that's correct.
All right.
Like
And what?
for example, I just have right now I'm getting a container out of custom loaded with medical supplies
Mhm,
worth about $200,000
mhm,
from a group from Fargo that is going to go to Pion
mhm.
to spend a week. And they raise the funds, and some of them who has the money just give it, but they raise the fund even paying for the fees that the hospital charge patients when they come to get some surgical procedures. So it's basically a lot of people call it mission with a purpose,
Mhm.
vacation with a purpose.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
The
think
group,
that's accurate.
the groups that I saw that came through, they were really having a great time. They really enjoyed the work and they were happy to give back.
Well,
Yeah.
before you got on, Josh, we were showing the harbor by this property. They're on the seashore, and they take people on tours. Now, uh, there is a fort there that you can go visit. It's what's that called, Caleb? The fort that's up on
For
the mountain.
picolet, for picolet.
Yeah. And then there's
Mhm.
also an island that we went out on to a small island that is uninhabited, but it's beautiful for barbecue and a good time of getting together and swimming in the ocean there, which is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So there are actually facilities for entertainment as well. I
Right.
think I think from what you've said, Josh, you might be right. It would take some marketing to promote this and get people back to this again. Maybe it wouldn't be as uh, hefty a tuition as it used to be. I do believe there are people that would want to donate that could use this facility, um, and it might be a multi-purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you might want to see if you can find a dental implant company
yeah,
that would be willing to sponsor it. And Caleb would probably know who was sponsoring the ones that came over before and see if they're
yeah,
willing to do it again. Because,
yeah,
like you said, everything was like pre-COVID, so now it's just
yeah,
harder.
yeah.
You know.
Kind of like a restart, isn't it? And also,
Mhm.
Caleb, Josh, uh, most of our impressions now are digital. And this lab could, if we build a lab there, they could actually take digital impressions, fabricate and print and even mill some devices and send them back to the US. So that could be done as well in this clinic. They
Yeah.
don't have a lab in Haiti. Not one exists, not a single lab. Okay.
Yeah. I only see the issue is funding.
Yeah.
I think
All
you
right.
can get people to go, but there's so much upfront cost. I don't know where that would come from.
Yeah. Well, Caleb plans on approaching the churches. He has a lot of churches that are interested in working with us.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
that right, Caleb?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
And there
it's
might
developed
be
a good
some grants that you could look for, Rick, from
Grants.
the
Yeah.
US. Yeah, for the underserved and
Yeah.
maybe even the underserved in other countries.
Yeah.
There are a lot of grant foundations out there. You just gotta find them.
Okay.
Mackenzie Scott is one. I think that she gives a lot of money away. I don't know to specific causes,
Right.
but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Everybody does, Zuckerberg does, but a lot, they all do, but they typically have their own charity that they own and they donate to themselves essentially.
Yeah.
But I think Mackenzie Scott is the most open with their money as far as who gets it.
One thing that I noticed that was an undercurrent with the volunteers when I was there was that they really loved to skill share. So the Haitians that were there were the beneficiaries of a lot of people's knowledge, and they weren't just there to kind of
Yeah.
come and leave, but they also left
That's
something
exactly
behind.
right.
And I think if you
Yeah.
sell that to donors, they really love that idea on paper, and they love to come and be the hands-on that helps people get their careers started and to try to transfer that stuff to Haitians.
Well, yeah, that's another thing that I didn't talk about is this facility could become a training center for dentists in Haiti, which already we went to their dental school, but I think
Mhm.
they could use a lot more training than they're getting at the school. And we could
Mhm.
also uh, have that facility, if it was tightly controlled, become a place where uh, actual additional training is done, and at a fee, whatever the
Mhm.
training would require from the Haitians themselves. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I better go,
Caleb,
Rick, but
yeah.
just let me know anytime you need something, okay?
All right. I appreciate it. Thank
All
you,
right,
Josh.
thank you.
Okay,
Appreciate it.
thanks, guys. Have a
Thanks.
good one.
Caleb, do you want to say anything else? Because I think that we've interrupted you on a few times. Okay.
No, but basically we need to start getting very aggressive in terms of trying to see how we can get the first part of the funds
Okay.
to and that's where I was hoping that Richard Glenn would be coming on, but he didn't get it. I didn't send it to him on time. That's why I brought Willie on, so we can see how we can devise a plan to get that done. And I think and the advantage that I could have once we have the first part of it, which is 35 to 40%, any financial institution in Haiti would finance it while we're raising the funds.
Yeah.
The balance.
Yeah. Well, I would like to see us, first of all, with what Josh has said. I think I need to make a new financial projection on just where the revenue is going to come from to self-sustain this clinic. I think that needs to be revamped. I might get Josh's help with that because he's an implant trainer. I taught with him for a while. Now he teaches on his own, and he's very well known for what he does. I think he's probably the most knowledgeable implant dentist in the country, and I really respect him. And he would I think he'd like to teach in this clinic. I think he would do it. That's why he was here tonight. I think he would do it. He also, I think, has access to funding that I don't know about. So I'm gonna chat with him about a pro forma of some sort. I think buying this property, I think it's a good investment no matter what, because the church will own this property, right, Caleb? The church owns this.
The ministry, yes.
The ministry owns this property, so that keeps it away from government corruption and government interference in Haiti, which is fairly corrupt. And that's been that way for a long time, 42 years, you said. So that's one good thing. I think securing the property, I hate the idea of securing the property with a 40% down payment and then being obligated to pay it back. But Hosean Ministries would be holding that liability. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So that takes away the risk for anybody who wants to participate in this first draw or first security tranche of cost, that we would do. And are you like confident that we could use this property and build it in like small things first, like I don't know that we can get a bunch of dentists over there without, first of all, doing a lot of planning, and then we have to set up the clinic. I know I've sent you some equipment. You have lots of dental equipment right now. Okay. So that would be nice to be put into place, but I have to get somebody over there who knows how to put it into place, who knows how to get everything operating, and then it has to have the right layout for our clinic to work properly. And we need software for the computers, and we need a good source of continuing electricity and water, and everything has to be planned out as far as flights, security, and activities for these people to do this. I think Josh would be one of the first people that would take a group over there and train them and give us kind of a starting point to figure out how this would work. Because I think the facility itself is pretty unique. We'd probably want to get our first group of people who are absolutely dedicated to not only learning something, but contributing spiritually and financially to a ministry that they truly believe in. Okay. So that's what I think the first step then is if you're really convinced that you want to get this property, let's go out and get the money from the churches that are interested in supporting it. And then I'm going to be working diligently behind the scenes with figuring out the pro forma of how to get this thing started, because this is a big operation, really big.
Yes.
There's a lot of moving parts. I'm used to doing that though. I do that all the time. So, okay.
Well, the next step, I think I'll sit with Will and with Richard and see how to move forward and
Yeah.
to
Well,
give those.
I have some money with you already to get started. So, you know,
Yes.
and my plan is this year, I'm launching this new nasal company. I have an oral care company that does fine. I get nice dividend checks every year from my other company. But this new company that I'm starting is dedicated for this project. And if it takes off this year like I want it to, I'm going to plow all the money into this project. Okay. That's where that money's going to go, because I have sole control of this company. I'm the largest stockholder in the other company, but I'm still only 25%. So I cannot just make unilateral decisions for that company on my own, but this new company I can. So we'll see.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Good.
So just pray, and everyone just pray that the Lord will send some champions.
By the way, so
And,
Joe, you've been pretty quiet. Do you have any questions you want to ask about this?
I've got a bunch of questions, Rick, and
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll talk to you on Sunday, and or maybe give you a call or something. And
Joe is in my men's group. He's a retired physician, surgeon, and maybe we could do something in the medical side that I'm not even thinking about.
Yeah. Okay. So I need to ask you about the facilities and see a little bit more what it is capable of being, I guess. But
yeah,
I tell you what I need, Caleb, from you is the largest building. I need to know if one of these buildings is large enough to put a clinic in. So I need the size of each building and the floor plan of the largest two buildings. That's what I need. The apartments I don't care about, because that's where people will stay. And there's also a hotel close by, Jackie's Place, which is absolutely gorgeous. That hotel is just superb. And so that's just 2 minutes walking distance from this property. So if people don't want to stay in these apartments, they can stay in the hotel with the beautiful pool, and they can just walk down to this place. And I've been to both properties, so I know where Caleb is right now, and I've been there. But I just need an actual two large buildings where the clinics might be, and look at the floor plan to see what they look like. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, Shirley. You're in the tail end of this thing. Appreciate you coming in, Shirley. So I'll look for that, Caleb, your floor plan on those two bigger buildings. And then I'll chat a little bit with Joe on Sunday at our men's group, because we've been meeting. This group has been meeting, Joe and I, this men's Bible study, 30 years, Joe?
I haven't been in it for that long, Rick,
but I have.
you and Tom,
yeah, we've been there a long time.
I just came back before this meeting. We started at our church, Bible School on Wheels.
Oh,
it's the program by Bruce Wilkinson.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, Wilkinson. Okay. Yeah.
yes, walk through the Bible.
Yes.
He does walk through the Bible, and he has a program that would take a year long.
Mhm.
And so I just started with 4 different classes of 10 people just
Oh,
tonight.
okay.
And then we got another one. We starting basically training people to be missionaries.
Oh, cool.
Because I'm challenging them to look beyond Haiti, because the French-speaking world is in need of people that are well equipped with the
Gospel.
ministry of the gospel to
Yeah. Yeah.
go and reach out.
Yeah. By the way, Shirley joined us. Shirley's my friend from Wisconsin. She's an oral facial myofunctional therapist par excellence. She lectures and is quite remarkable. She actually contributed a big section within my new book that I just published last year at this time. So thanks for joining us, Shirley. Well, shall we schedule another meeting and maybe a follow-up in about a month? Would that be okay, Caleb, or do you want to just chat with me this week, coming up next week?
We'll chat next week. I'm traveling to the States Sunday after church.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Florida just to do my annual medical checkup.
Okay.
And I'll be there for about 5 days and then come back. So
Okay.
I'm checking all options. I will check with our accountant in Arkansas to see what we have in the account.
Okay.
And that would be a good start.
Recording in progress.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Hey, Miss Shirley.
This is Caleb on the upper right there, Shirley. This is Dr. Joe on the left, and Williams on the upper left here. So we've missed a couple other people that were on a little earlier. So
Sorry,
thanks for joining.
I just got to a place where I could just listen. So, and I still don't have the right audio, but I'm here. So
Yeah, well,
you'll let me know what I missed.
I'm recording this, and I'll send you the recording, Shirley.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate it. All right, well, let's get back.
Well, thanks
together.
for joining, and thanks
Yeah.
for the interest. And I'm a firm believer you've got